Attention all viewers, the program you are about to watch, Searching for Sasquatch, is for entertainment purposes. Accounts described by guests are claimed to be true and accurate. Some names have been changed to protect individual privacy. Jason Kenzie is an expert animal adventurer with 25 years of field experience. Caution and companionship is advised for all who venture into the deep forest or backcountry.
A Virginia man claims he spotted Bigfoot.
A man has filed a lawsuit against the provincial government because he thinks the Sasquatch actually exists.
This week, the FBI released Bigfoot documents from the 1970s.
Sasquatch, also called Bigfoot, from Salish Sasquatch, meaning wild man, is a large, hairy, human-like creature believed by some people to exist in the northwestern United States and western Canada. In 2013, the legendary Sasquatch was officially registered by the non-governmental organization Zoobank as a new species called Homo sapiens cognatus. Okay, so that was probably creaking of a tree. I hope. From ostriches, wolves, bobcats, kangaroos, and everything in between, I'm no stranger to wildlife. As an animal photojournalist for over 25 years, I have traveled to some amazing locations. Now I'm on a mission to unlock the mystery of one of the world's most elusive creatures. My name is Jason Kenzie, and this is my documentary, Searching for Sasquatch. Welcome to Chapter 3, and I just heard something right after I did a howl. So I have gone deep into the forests of British Columbia in search of this legendary creature that people call Sasquatch or Bigfoot. Now I'm just watching my surroundings because I definitely heard something. But in this documentary, I'm going to go back out with my friend Mickey and my friend Paul. And I'm excited to say Jason from Chapter 2. Now I had to take a canoe across this huge lake, and I'm standing in an area where I believe, and not as if Sasquatches do exist, are here. So I'm just going to do another howl. Okay, so I better... With no reply from my howl, I knew I had to head into the direction of those sounds to figure out what made them. But before I could seek out the root of this growl, I need to go back in time a couple of weeks to show you how I got where I am now. All right, I'll see you in a bit. So right now I'm on my way to Hope, BC. I'm gonna be meeting this guy by the name of George. He loves the outdoors. He has spent most of his life in the outdoors. He's obsessed with fishing. He's gonna tell me a story where he believes he had an encounter with Sasquatch. I'm excited to hear his story. I want him to tell me where this location is to see if I can find any evidence of these creatures. George.
How you doing?
It's so nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Hey, I hear you have an incredible Sasquatch encounter. Tell me, what exactly happened?
I was fishing one day with a buddy of mine, and you know what? We heard a lot of crashing and banging, and we're like, somebody showed up, and we looked and we're like, excuse me, there's nobody there. And all of a sudden, this mountain kind of moved, and this thing came out of the nowhere, and it was like 7 feet tall, and it looked like a big man, full of hair, and he was pointing, and I'm like, that's not right. And I said, don't ever tell anybody that what we just saw.
And so, how close were you?
We were about maybe 100 yards, if that. We were fishing, and I'm like, man, let's just get out of here. I'm scared. And he goes, okay, let's just, between you and I, we'll never tell anybody about it again.
And so what exactly did the creature look like?
He was like 7 feet tall, and as he came out of the mountain and he put his hand out like that, we were baffled. So when he pointed like that, I couldn't even want to start the motor, and I looked at my friend. By the time we looked back, and he was gone.
Wow,
it's an amazing story that I cannot really want to share with anybody but you. Jason, you need to go to Nalahatch, 50 kilometers just northeast of where we discussed, and you will find remnants and droppings of the Sasquatch.
Have you seen droppings of Sasquatch?
I have.
Have you seen footprints?
I have not, but I've seen branches knocked down. I've seen beds nestled that is way too big for deer.
How do you know that the droppings are from Sasquatch? Are they big piles?
They're twice the size of bear, yes.
You never just poked around at it to see if...
No, but if that's where you want to find, I would like to know the truth.
Okay.
The conversation I had with George was very interesting, but I'm still unsure that the creature he saw wasn't just a guy wearing a fur jacket. Anyhow, I'm headed to a lake not too far from where George asked me to go. Here, locals claim to have seen large, ape-like creatures walking on two legs. I'm going to canoe deep into the wilderness to see if I can find any evidence of these creatures.
Wow, it's so beautiful out here. And here comes the rain. Just singing in the rain. Singing in the rain. Paddling my boat. Gonna find Sasquatch. Gonna find Sasquatch. Wow, look how beautiful it is. Wow, that was one heck of a trip. Whew. This is where I'm going to set up my camp. And tonight, I hope I find some evidence of Sasquatch. Wow, you should see how beautiful it is out here. Knowing that the sun is going to go down in just a few hours, I wanted to assess the surrounding area, so I decided to go for a little walk in the forest. And after completing a howl, to my surprise, I got back a deep growl. It lasted for about 5 seconds, and it shook me to the core. Okay, so that was probably creaking of a tree. I hope. As I walked towards the area where I believe the growl had come from, I started feeling uneasy, as if I'm being watched. Then I saw it. Something black in the distance, 150 feet away. I couldn't tell if it was a black bear, a cougar, or maybe a burnt log. There is a black shape in the forest. Might be my eyes playing tricks. I wanted to get closer, but there was a field of devil's club between it and me. Look at them all. They have these giant leaves, and they have thorns all underneath them. I was alone now. My camera person was too afraid to follow me. I didn't blame them. If it was a bear, there was no way I could outrun it. I retreat back to camp. I will return to the spot later when I have a second person with me. To be careful where I step. Oh. Wait. I think I hear
something. Hello? Hello? If you are interested in watching the full documentary, the link is down below.